Good morning, good evening, good night. I hope we are all doing the list very quiet and slow, very fine. Some people are asking which list, so I would recommend them to watch the previous videos, okay? Remember that this list and this task that I am telling to you, they are not like in school, they are not homework. Remember that we are not in school, okay? So don't take it like that. This is stuff for your life. So if you don't feel doing it in that moment, don't do it. Just feel free. It's just a tool for your life. So whenever you feel it to do it, you will do it. Just think about this, that if we are doing all this of if we are doing all this for the world and trying to be more aware and conscious, what we have to recognize is that we have to be responsible with our part. That someday we will have to do this job, this work to watch ourselves within. I would say to you, I recommend to you that to write it down and to be honest with yourself, because it's easy, or we may do this of saying, I don't find any lie, I've never lied in my life, or I don't have any lie, or I don't find any truth. But we are all built through lies and truth. So we just have to think about it more sincerely. Maybe they are not big lies or big truth or whatever, but this is something that sometimes we should picture, that we should know that some of the tiniest lies or truth are bigger than the ones we expect to be big lies, because the smaller ones maybe are hurting us even more than something that we believe is really big. Sometimes if you need help with someone, okay, if I need to ask to someone for advice or whatever, is good, but I would recommend to do it by yourself, alone. You have to think of yourself. Sometimes we may think that this is kind of stupid to write down stuff, but it's really hard, because when we exteriorize some of the truth that we never wrote, we could set ourselves free, and we had no idea. We have no idea about what would be that was my truth. This is why doing this is observe yourself is one of the most difficult things to do, but is the most important thing to work for the consciousness. So today we are in the heart chakra. So from the point of view of the mind, in this week, which is the mind, the heart has no relation with love, with emotion, nothing. From the point of view of the mind, the heart is related with the service. So the thing is that I was working today with the workshop in English, and I was trying to do something different and some to leave my mind, and suddenly I just disconnect from my higher self. So I'm just trying to wait for the complete information, because myself, Matias, I can explain linear, so I go step by step, but with my higher self I see the whole picture, so I wait for him. No, I was just saying that maybe some of you in this situation, maybe you would say, are you sad? Are you bad? Are you tired? You have to rest? No, no, no. I'm fine. I'm fine. Maybe it's the light. I don't know. That maybe makes me feel like that. But no, no. I'm feeling. I don't feel nothing really. I am feel like nothing. So if I would feel bad, I would tell you. So I have no problem with that. The concept of today, where we were being speaking of, was to download everything that we have spoken in these past days. So according to what I wrote in the blog, we have to understand that, remember, the beliefs are the things that I am expecting it to be like I suppose they are, like I suppose they should be. Okay, that's a belief. The qualities are the tools that I inherit from those beliefs. From my my qualities, what I do is to build my truth. So what is a truth? Is the fact that I assimilate from that I was perceiving. A belief is something that I expect for the things to be. So the difference between belief and truth is the truth, the belief is that I expect for the things to be, and the truth is that I accept that it is like that. I would like to clarify this once and again. For example, to make a difference between both of them. A truth is, for example, the sentence, the pencil is red. A belief is that the pencil will only paint red. Do you understand the difference? So to understand the difference, it's clear to say that the pencil is red. Okay, so the pencil is red and I can see it, I can touch it, and suddenly the beliefs would say, I believe that this pencil only paint in red, when it's not the truth, because you can paint with red and you can do other colors with that. You can do different colors from the red. This is something that we all need to be clear to make the difference between what we accept as a truth and what we are waiting for it to be a truth. These are the tools for the belief. The qualities are the tools for the beliefs, because in my life, the qualities that I have are going to be according to my beliefs. So the qualities will be according to my beliefs. I will act in my life according to those beliefs and perceptions of my truth. And remember that most of the beliefs that we have are coming from our history. I hope now it's going better. So the beliefs can come as a heritage. They can come from very far in the history. So remember that another great difference between beliefs and truth is that the belief can be inherited. We can bring that information from the past, from the culture, in inheriting, and the truth is something that I recognize myself, that I had received for myself and interpreted by myself. So the qualities are the tools from the beliefs, because I also inherit the qualities. They are with me since I was born. It's not something that I was creating through my life. The qualities are those things that I have in my body, in my genetics. So we have in one side the qualities and the beliefs. A way in which we can understand this is that here in the crown chakra, the beliefs are the perceptions, and here the qualities are the tools of those perceptions. So this will be repeated here. The throat chakra, the truth, will be the perception of the truth. And here in the heart, we will have the tools of that truth. From the third eye to the crown is something that I can create myself, but I can inherit. Mostly I inherit from everything that I see and that I receive. If those are stuff that I can inherit from others, these other two here are those that that are here in my present. Okay, so this is related with my own truth, which I recognize and absorb. And here, the heart is the tool that I myself am doing now, that I myself I am realizing in this present. It's not something that I inherit or that I have since I was born. It's something that I am deciding to do now. So here and now, from my point of view in this reality, here I share my truth or I share my lies, and I receive truth and I receive lies. What it brings us, that the tool we have to share this information is giving and receiving. And from the heart, the hands and the arms, we reach the heart. So if I give truth in balance, because truth is balance of vibration, I will receive truth in the same vibration. But if I share a lie, the distortion of this vibration will be the same. So I will receive lie. So this giving and receiving implies these two hands that goes to the heart. So as I said, if the qualities are the tools that I inherit related to my beliefs, so what I have in my heart, my giving and receiving, are according to the truth or the lie that I have within. This could be like this. If I am vibrating low or bad in distortion, when I open myself with that distortion, I will receive distortion and lies. And I would love we to be very sincere with this, that sometimes we usually put ourselves in the victim side, and we used to say, but I am totally open love, and all that I receive is lies and bad things. I am not speaking here about love or to be like this, like open. No. This is not emotion. This is mind. We are in the mind week. So the heart is not love for the mind. For the mind is a transmitter. It's something that exchanges energy. Everything that I receive in my life will be according to the vibration of my heart. One thing is believing that I am giving love, and the other thing is that my heart is balanced on giving love. We usually believe things, but we don't usually do things. Why am I saying that we need to do in order to prove that we are in that balance, in that vibration, because the heart has two hands. Okay? Do. So it says that we need to do things, not only to believe things. When I am giving love, when I believe that I am giving love, when I believe that I am giving love, but I only receive hate, it's because I am believing, not because I am giving. Okay? And for much that we love, all of us, to say that I am living from the heart, it's very, for sure, we are not living from the heart, because it's all mind. So in order to really live from the heart, what we have to do is to be very clear and to analyze why do we think what we think we think. ¿Se entiende? Otherwise, we will be always living through what we believe that we think. So in this system is when we have to acknowledge our utility and our, how do you say it in English? To be useless. Okay. To be useful and to be useless. That's easy in English. The way we have to understand the way of tools that we have inside, the tools that we have inside for our truth or our lies, is how useful we are for others and how useless we are for others. And I wrote something today about being useless, that being useless is not something bad. Being useless is the key to the teamwork. We wouldn't be able to work all together if I wouldn't be useless for some things and you wouldn't be useful for some other things. You know from where the conflict of useless, the conflict we have with the word useless come from? It comes from the moment of the Industrial Revolution. During the Industrial Revolution, humans have been seen as tools for the factory. So whether you are useful or whether you are useless. During the Industrial Revolution, the school was created in order to create tools for the factories, for the work, not people. And this is why for a society that was built for work, the worst word that we could say to one of them is useless. You are useless. And from there is from where we have the conflict with that word. What we have to understand about the concept of useless is that recognizing myself as useless in some aspects helps me to realize that I am weak in some parts of myself and to dare myself to ask for help to others. That really is all a perception thing. By knowing, acknowledging myself that I am useful for some things and useless for some others, helps me to know that I have tools and stuff to help others that doesn't have what I have, and that I can allow myself to receive help for some other people in the things that I don't have. The reason why we fail as individuals is because since we are childs, we were taught that you can do everything. You don't need anyone to do what you can do. So they taught us how to compete, how to fight with the others because I can do everything. So we don't know how to work in community because we want to do everything. Just look that the key to heal this competitive civilization that we have, it was just to recognize that to be useless in some stuff is not an insult. It's to recognize that I need help. We have put a negative weight in what it means to be useless and useful. I'm sure that everyone here has felt useless in your own life. We are 3,626 people here, and do you all feel useless? If I dare myself to say I am useless for this, for sure there will be like 1,500 people here that would say, oh, I know how to do it. Do you want me to help you? But we usually say, no, I can't say that I am useless. The power is within me. I can do it. It's useless to say this because it's a loss of time. It's a loss of time. And now I'm going to say that in something that we all maybe recognize it. So for sure you have heard these politicians that say, when they are going to be president, that says, I can do it. I will change this. I will do blah, 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 blah. How can one only person solve the problems of 50 million? It's impossible. We have 50,000 people to solve problems, and we all put our faith into one only person to solve the problems. This is cultural. We have created a culture through a basement of competition. And I am not speaking about capitalism here. I am speaking about every system. When I recognize freely that I can be useless and useful at the same time, I can work with a team. And it's good to say also that I can do whatever I want, because within myself, I have the potential of the whole universe. Everything is within me, so I am limitless. But we have a problem here, that we, ourselves, are limitless, but our personality is not. We are limitless because our cells can transform itself in thousands of things. We can die and transform and become anything we want through time and space. But personality disappears. I am completely limitless because I am. But in this tiny part of my experience, I have only these tools. And I'm limited. So this is when I have to recognize that I need from the other infinite beings to make myself. So then we can go to the essence of all this. That suddenly I realized that I am everything, that I am the whole thing. So if I am everything, so the other who I am asking help to is another part of me. So I am myself helping me in another shape, but it's me. Look how much we have separated ourselves as humans, that when we say I can do everything, I think that it's my personality. My personality is just another tool of everything that I can do. But I am everyone. To say to myself, I cannot with this, is not surrender to life. It's just to say, I cannot do it. I will look for another tool, another one that can do it. And that we call it team. So recognizing this is when we can recognize and write down in what I am useless and why, and in what I am useful. This is a teamwork, and the team is myself. And with this, we will calibrate the heart. So today we had a delay because of the problems with the communication in the computer and the other kind of communication. So the vibration of today is Ni. The statement for today is I am Heart's emissary. So the note, the code of today is note La. Labi reatum. From our impure lips, Diakon proceeds, stressing that the servants that sing about the wonders must be forgiven for their impurities and their sins. The note La has its Anglo-Saxon homonymous in the letter A. Consider the first of the notes, and for that instruments are tuned based on general convention. It is then the note that calibrates and gives a purpose to all others. The third eye chakra, the vision, the guide, who observes and recognizes. So let's go into that. Remember that we start by doing massage to our bodies. Let's look for a comfortable position. We stretch the body, yawn. I honor and thanks to the body, and I focus in my breathing while relaxing the body. As I breathe very deep, I bring the oxygen through my nose, my lungs, heart, blood, organs, and muscles. Take a deep breath and feel the heat within your body coming out through your skin, filling up the aura and all my magnetical field. Take a deep breath and feel a light of the I Am over your head. Perceive the energy around you and bring it with your imagination as a spiral going up to your crown chakra. Take a deep breath. I recognize this light, the I Am. With your breathing and imagination, bring the light of the I Am through the crown of beliefs, through your qualities inside your head, through the truth inside your throat, and shining in your heart. The center of your service. I recognize that from the center of my heart towards my shoulders, it expresses physically my arms and hands. The right is the giving, and the left, the receiving. I become aware that in my right arm and hand is located the potential of all that I have to give. So everything in what I am useful, I recognize that I am useful. Try to think about your own perception of in which things you are useful. And recognize that the left side, your hand and arm, the receiving, anchors the energy and the concepts of everything in which I think I am useless. Try to think and recognize in all the things that you perceive yourself as useless. Take a deep breath and start to pronounce the sound as you see shining brighter and brighter the I am in your heart, going through your arms and hands, irradiating light and clarity to the concepts of being useless and being useful. I recognize, as I pronounce the vibration, that everything in which I consider myself useful is a service for others. And in everything that I consider myself useless is the service from others that I can receive in me. It's my way of communication with others, bringing the light of the I am to my both hands. I recognize the power that both of them have. So I recognize I am an emissary of heart. I am the emissary of heart. I am the emissary of heart. I am the emissary of the heart. I take both hands to my chest, and I become fully aware that I need both hands to be able to create. I recognize that the power that I have within to give is to accept that I can give my hand to somebody. And I recognize that I have the power to activate within the ability to ask for a hand when I am in need, when I need help. I am giving and receiving. I am the emissary of the heart. Take a deep breath and start to bring all this consciousness through all your heart, from your heart to all your body, caressing, massaging, stretching and yawning. As I come back here now, opening my eyes. So now you will have to write down as a task in which things do you think you are useful and in which things do you think you are useless. So, without judgment. Without judgment, just becoming aware of my own perception of in which things I am useful, in which things I am useless. So thank you everybody for being here this time, and hope to see you tomorrow at the same time, as always. Rest a lot. See you tomorrow.